Hi everyone, I'm Jo Holloway. I'm Movo's Acturis Manager, and today I'm going to talk you through the Acturis Assistant and also a walkthrough of the Acturis homepage. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. There we go. Right, we find our Acturis Assistant when we are completely logged out of Acturis. And we find it through the arrow on the bottom bar. Find your Acturis icon with the little A, and then access it through the settings. Now there's quite a lot within here, and we're certainly not going to go through every option, but there are a few key ones that I think are really useful, so we'll go through those now. The first one being the default username. You'll know when you log into Acturis that you are asked for a username and password, and here is where you can save your username to save you having to input that every time. Default module is the next one, and this is the module that you would like Acturis to open first when you start up your program. As we know, it always defaults to the Home tab, but you could, for example, have it in broking or accounting if you're only accessing that side of the system. There are other options, so feel free to utilize those. We'll move on now to the font, so you can change the font type as well as the font size. It is a little bit on the small side as default within Acturis, so feel free to increase that as you wish. And then we'll move on to the display preferences, where you can actually change the colour scheme. Acturis default is very much blues and whites and greys, which isn't always that easy on the eye when you're doing a lot of hours. There are a whole host of different colorways within here, and you can't break this. So you can play around with this and choose anything that you think may be suitable. A lot of people do like the dark grey, which gives a kind of a higher contrast. But have a little look through, see if there's something you would prefer. The only other one that I want to show within the Home tab is maintenance down here. If you're finding that you have missing functionality and or you're getting pop-ups, error messages, things coming up and you can't progress, you don't know what's happening, this can be a really good starting point to try and sort of kick things back into gear, and then of course escalate after that as needed. So you've got three. You've got clear memory, clear disk cache, and clear temporary files. Feel free to utilize all three clear downs. I wouldn't suggest utilizing the reinstall Acturis though, without the support of Seb or us on the help desk. So that's that one. And then the other tab is search on settings. Which does what it says on the tin, really. It sets a default as to how you prefer to search for your clients. So most people are utilising the locate contact, which is the first one on your list. And then from the drop down, Acturis's default is always going to be name, surname, which will work for most circumstances. But as we know, there are a whole host of other ways to search for your existing clients. So if you would prefer to have a different default search setting, then you can change that within here. So I, for example, have mine as contact ref because that's what people phone me with. Okay, that's that then. I'm now going to log into Acturis and talk you through the home screen. Right, let's just pop my password in. Password needs to be updated every 45 days, just to confirm that. Okay, so I'm going to talk through this left-hand bar then and what we can see. Everybody's maybe in a slightly different order to what I've got mine, and that's because these the ordering is customizable. So you can drag and drop these to the order of your preference. But let's start at the top then. We've got our favourite contacts here. These are contacts that you have chosen to sit in this category. And you can remove them at any time. You remove them by right-clicking and literally selecting remove. Okay, then we've got our recent contacts, similar, but this is a rolling 7-day listing of the contacts that you have accessed within Acturis. So these will drop off automatically. Then we've got our shortcuts. Shortcuts is pretty much Internet Explorer favorites. These are all completely third-party external sites, and they are just ones that we think that may be of use during your working day. This is customizable to Movo, so if you do think that something could be added and that may be useful, by all means drop me an email and I can review and see if that's possible. Then we've got our pinned items. So similar to pinning a contact, a client, we're pinning a certain part of the process. An example would be that you're going off into a meeting, you're going on lunch, but you're halfway through a quotation and you want to be able to pin that certain quote and return to it later. Here is where we will see and return to those pinned clients and items. Then we've got our tasks. So we've got one for new tasks and one for assigned tasks. I'm going to do a video all about task management and the electronic file separately. But essentially, this is a very quick access to be able to see those tasks, those reminders, those diary entries that have been assigned to you. And then last view, then we've got our reporting inbox. And this is where you're going to find any subscription reports that have been set up for you. So within the reporting module, we can set up subscriptions on a frequency of your choice to be set up. And here is where you will find those when they are delivered. Dashboard, because I'm on the test system, there's not going to be an awful lot here to show you. And we can provide further support on the dashboard if needed. But essentially, it's a whole host of metrics and graphs specific to your business and your client. And then the last one here then is top tips. You will have probably seen when I first logged in, on the right-hand side, there's a rolling top tips that happens. If you see something and you think, well, I haven't got time to look at that now, but it does look of interest, you can return to it later on. They are all saved here alphabetically, and you literally just click on the one that you're interested in and it will show on the right-hand side. Going across the top then of our home screen, you certainly won't have all of these tabs. It's just because I've got an administrator account, but you will have the task management tab. And like I say, this very much relates to the Acturis diary, the reminder system, that's part of the software. And here is where you can search for your tasks, your reminders. This is going to show you everything that is assigned to you, but across multiple clients. Okay. Then you have your broking tab. This is where you're going to search and add new clients. Next one along then is our renewals tab, and this is the place where you're going to locate your renewal listings. These ones you won't have. Reporting you will if you are a director or manager of the business. Then you will have access to the operational and the risk reports within here, and we can dig into those at a later date. And then the last thing to show you is the help tab. There's a whole host of really useful resources within here, and I do think that at some point I will also do another video digging into some of these, and the ones that I think are most useful. I will just show you a couple right now. If you go into the training, and then if you access training documentation, there is a document called the training supplement, which is what we refer to as the Acturis Bible. This is an Acturis produced document with really good screenshots taking you through every process that you could think of when using Acturis. So there we go. I hope that was helpful. That was a walkthrough of the Acturis Assistant tool and the Acturis home screen. Thanks for your time. Take care.